Namaskarams to one and all. On behalf of today's artist Sukhanya and her parents, I extend a warm welcome to all of you. An art form is the best and easiest way to divinity. India, a culturally rich country, is a birthplace of many such art forms. One such art form is Bharatanatyam, with a history of more than 2000 years. The term Bharatanatyam is derived by joining two words, Bharata and Natyam. The term Bharata comprises of the syllables Bha, meaning bhavam or expression, Ra, meaning ragam or music, and Ta, meaning talam or rhythm. And Natyam in Sanskrit means to dance. Simply put, it is a dance form that unites expression, music, and rhythm. According to the legends, Lord Brahma revealed Bharatanatyam to sage Bharata, who in turn encoded this holy dance form in his Natya Shastra. Natya Shastra elucidates several theories of the Indian classical dance forms, right from Tandava or brisk movements to Lasya or the graceful movements. Any art form is a sadhana, a spiritual means for integration of thought, emotion, and action. Today, Sukhanya is gearing up to perform her Arangetram. The word Arangam means stage and Etram means ascent, thus translates to one's first ascent onto the stage performance. An Arangetram is an important milestone marking the beginning of a never-ending journey of dance. It involves a lot of dedication, hard work, sincerity, and perseverance amongst other factors. Today's Arangetram is a result of such humongous efforts. Ever since the world is following the lockdown restrictions, the pandemic has put a pause on all the plans of the young artists, and the wait for it to end seems endless. Several performing artists are coming together to create magic with their performances on several social media platforms. And hence, after a long wait since April 2020, we finally decided to go digital for this momentous occasion with a very limited audience comprising of close relatives. In the Indian tradition, anything and everything we do begins after an invocation to Lord Ganesha. Would now begin the recital with an invocation to Lord Ganesha.
Gajavadana Karuna Sadana Gajavadana Karuna Sadana Gajavadana Karuna Sadana Shri Gajavadana Karuna Sadana Shankara Bala Lambodara Sundara 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 गजवदना करुणा सदना ഭജനമരേന്ദ്രനും മുനിവരും പണിയും ഭജനമരേന്ദ്രനും മുനിവരും പണിയും ഭജനമരേന്ദ്രനും മുനിവരും പണിയും പങ്കജചരണ ശരണം ശരണം പങ്കജചരണ ശരണം ശരണം ശങ്കരബാല ലംബോദര സുന്ദര ഗജവദന കരുണ സദന നീയേ മൂലകേകാധാരം നീയേ ശിവാഗമ മന്ത്രസാരം നീയേ മൂലകേകാധാരം നീയേ ശിവാഗമ മന്ത്രസാരം നീയേ വാഴിലെ ജീവാധാരം നീയേ വാഴിലെ ജീവാധാരം നീയരുൾവാൻ സുമുഖ ഓംകാര നീയരുൾവാൻ സുമുഖ ഓംകാര ഗജവദന കരുണ സദന ശങ്കരബാല ലംബോദര സുന്ദര ഗജവദന കരുണ സദന ഗജവദന
We begin the recital with Pushpanjali. In Sanskrit, the term Pushpam means flower and Anjali means offering with folded hands. So Pushpanjali means offering of the flower with folded hands as the dancer begins with her performance. The artist shows respect to the god of dance, Lord Nataraja, the guru, the orchestra and the audience. Pushpanjali is set to Ragam Nattai and Aadi. It will be followed by Alarippu and Shiva Panchakshara Stotra. In Tamil, the word Alar means to bloom and Pu means flower. Just as any beautiful flower blossoms from a tiny bud, any complex Bharatanatyam recital will unfold with the Alarippu. It is a warm-up dance where the dancer prepares her body for the next few hours of performance. It has atamis or neck movements in the first half, followed by Mandi Advu in the second half, and later culminates with the Tirmanams or brisk movements. Alarippu would be presented in Ragamalika and is set to Talamalika. Pushpanjali followed by Alarippu.
तां 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 तधिमितकधीं धीं धीं तधिमितकतों तों तों तधिमितकणं नं नं तधिमितकतां तां तां तधिमितकधीं धीं धीं तधिमितकतों तों तों तधिमितकणं नं नं तधिमितकतां तां तां तधिमितकधीं धीं धीं तधिमितकतों तों तों तधिमितकणं नं नं तधिमितकतां तां तां तधिमितकधीं धीं धीं तधिमितकतों तों तों तधिमितकणं नं नं तधिमितकतां तां तां तधिमितकधीं धीं धीं तधिमितकतों तों तों तधिमितकणं नं नं तधिमितकतां तां सात्विकं शिवं शिवं चंदन चर्चिताय नंदीश्वर प्रमद नाद महेश्वराय मंदार मुख्य बकु पुष्प सुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय मंदाकिनी सलिल चंदन चर्चिताय नमश्चिताय नन्दीश्वर प्रमद नाद महेश्वराय मन्दारमुख्य बहु पुष्पसुपूजिताय तस्मै मकाराय नमः शिवाय।
तां दित्तां ते तत्ते 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 तां दित्तां ते तत्ते
वाय गौरी वदनारविन्द सूर्याय दक्षवदनासखाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय। शिवाय गौरी वदनारविन्द सूर्याय दक्षवदनासखाय श्रीनीलकण्ठाय वृषध्वजाय तस्मै शिकाराय नमः शिवाय।
तां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतां 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 दित्तां तरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते तरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां तरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते तरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां तरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते तरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां तरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते
सृष्टकुम्भोद्भव गौतमाय मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय। सृष्टकुम्भोद्भव गौतमाय मुनीन्द्रदेवार्चितशेखराय चन्द्रार्कवैश्वानरलोचनाय तस्मै वकाराय नमः शिवाय।
तां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कतां दित्तां किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कते तत्ते किट्ट तक्कतरि किट्ट तक्कता किट्ट जं तरि तक्क किट्ट जं तक्क किट्ट जं तरि तक्क किट्ट जं तरि जं तरि जं तक्क किट्ट जं तक्कदा किट्ट जं तरि जं
स्वरूपाय जडाधराय नागहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय। यक्षस्वरूपाय जडाधराय दिव्यागहस्ताय सनातनाय दिव्याय देवाय दिगम्बराय तस्मै यकाराय नमः शिवाय।
Ganesha is considered to be the god of good luck and auspiciousness. Aadi Pujita, the one who is all pervading and whose complexion is grey like that of an ash. The son of Lord Shiva and the brother of Shanmuha or Lord Kartikeya, the master of intellect and wisdom, you are the one with luster of millions of sun. O Vignaharta, you can destroy all the obstacles on our path, says the dancer through the Ganesha Sthuthi, which is set to Ragam Atana and Aadi Talam.
Sumukhascha ekadandascha kapilo gajakarnaha लंबोदरस्य विकटो विघ्नराजो गणाधिपः धूमकेतु गणाध्यक्ष बालचंद्रो गजानना वक्रतुंडो शूर्पकर्णो हेरम्बो स्कन्दपूर्वजः प्रणम्य शिरसा देवं गौरीपुत्रं विनायकं भक्तवासं स्मरे नित्यम् आयुकामार्थ सिद्धये 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 श्रीमहागणपतिं भजेकं शिवात्मजं षण्मुगाग्रजं श्रीमहागणपतिं भजेकं श्रीमहागणपतिं भजेकं
The next item is Jathiswaram. Bharatanatyam rests on three main pillars: Nrita, Nritya, and Natya. Nrita is pure dance that uses beautiful hand gestures and facial expressions but does not convey any story or meaning to the audience. Alarippu and Jathiswaram are Nrita items. While in Nritya, the same hand gestures are molded or used in such a way that they convey some story or meaning to the audience, while Natya relates to drama and employs the Vachika Abhinaya or dialogue. Jathiswaram is a pure Nrita piece. The synchronization between movement and time is of utmost importance in a Nrita piece. It has some basic adavus set to a swara in a particular raga. Today's Jathiswaram is set to ragam Nalinakanthi and Rupakam.
Saka Rima Rima Pani Ma Pani Sa Nipa Magari Saka Rima Rima Pani Ma Pani Sa Nipa Magari Saka Rima Rima Pani Ma Pani Sa Nipa Magari Saka Rima Rima Pani Ma Pani Sa Nipa Magari Saka Rima Rima Pani Pani ma pani sa ni pa ma ga re sa ga re ma pani ma pani sa ni pa ma ga re sa ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni sa ga ri ma ga ri sa pa ni pa sa ni pa ma ri ma ri pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa sa ga ri ma pa ni ma pa ni sa ni pa ma ga ri sa pa ga ri ma ga ri sa ni pa sa ni pa ma ga ri pa ma ga ni sa ga ri ma pa ni pa sa ni ga ri sa pa ga ri ma ga ri sa ni pa sa ni pa ma ga ri pa ma ga ni sa ga ri ma pa ni pa sa ni ga ri sa sa ni sa ni pa pa ni pa ma ga ri ni ri ma ri ma pa ma pa ni sa ni sa ni pa ni pa ma ga ri ni ri ma ri ma pa pa ni sa ni sa ni pa ni pa ma ga ri ni ri ma ri ma pa pa ni pa ni pa pa sa pa ni sa ga ri ma ga ri sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ga ri pa ma ga ri ni sa ni ri sa ni pa ni sa ga ri pa ma ga ri sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ni pa sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ni pa ga ri ma ga ri sa ni pa sa ni pa ma ga ri sa ni pa ga ri ma pa ni
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the highlight of today's Arangetram, the Varnam. Varnam is the most important and complex item of the recital that tests the dancer's temperament and stamina. This piece has a perfect synchronization of bhava, raga and tala, thereby giving the dancer abundant scope for displaying her rhythmic talents along with rich and varied abhinay. Today's Varnam, Punnagai Ayagil, is in praise of Lord Kartikeya. The dancer asks the Lord that, "Tell me, O Lord, who is equal to you? You are the son of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. You are the one at whose feet everyone in this world, all gods and goddesses, all sages, everyone, including Lord Brahma, offer worship at your feet. I have renounced food and sleep to be accepted and blessed by you. You are like the god of death to the dynasty of demons, including Tarakasura. Tell me, O Lord, who is equal to you?" This is the time, my Lord. Every minute that I am separated from you feels like 100 of years in my mind. Please come on your peacock and accept me and bless me, says the dancer through the Varnam. This musical composition is a beautiful piece by Sri Ravi Kiran, where the last Charanaswaram loops back with the Pallavi. Today's Varnam, Punnagai Ayagil, is set to Ragam Surutti and Aadi.
புன்னகையழகில் மயங்கி விழுந்தேன் பன்னீரு கை வேலா தமிழோரா புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி பன்னீரு கை வேல தமிழோல புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விழுந்தேன் பன்னீரு கை வேல தமிழோல புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விழுந்தேன் பன்னீரு கை வேல
தக்க தக்க தல்லம் குத்தக்க திக்கு தக்க தத்திக்கிண்ண தோம் த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த ஜம் த த ரி ஜம் த ரி ஜம் த ஜம் ஜம் த த ரி த த ந த ஜே நோ த தி மி த த ரி த தி த த ரி த தி தும் த த ரி த தி தும் நம் த த ரி த த ரி த தி த த ரி த தி தும் த த ரி த தி தும் நம் த த ரி ஜம் ரி த த ரி ஜம் த தி த த ரி ஜம் த தி கிண்ண தும் த தீம் 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 கிண்ண தும் த த ரி ஜம் ரி த த ரி ஜம் த தி த த ரி ஜம் த தீம் கிண்ண தும் த தீம் கிண்ண தும் த தீம் கிண்ண தும் த தீம் த தி கிண்ண தும் த தீம் த தி கிண்ண தும் த தீம் த தி கிண்ண தும் த
தமிழோல புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விருந்தே நீரு கை வேலா 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 தமிழோல புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விருந்தே நீரு கை வேலா
தலம் குத்தக்க திக்கின தோம் தத்தரி தாங்க தக்கத ஜெனு தாங்க தக்கத திமிதா தக்கதி தத்தரிகம் தத்தரி தாங்க தக்கத ஜெனு தாங்க தக்கத திமிதாங்க தக்கதி தத்தரிகம் தத்தரி தாங்க தக்கத ஜெனு தாங்க தக்கத கடுகதரிகம் தஜெனு தாங்க தக்கத திமிதாங்க தக்கத கடுகதரிகம் தத்தரி தாங்க தா கடுகதரிகம் தஜெனு தாங்க தா கடுகதரிகம் தா தத்தரி தாங்க தஜெனு தாங்க தஜம் தஜம் தா கிருதகதரிகம் தத்தரி தாங்க தஜெனு தாங்க தஜம் தஜம் தா கிருதகதரிகம் தத்தரி தாங்க தஜெனு தாங்க தஜம் தஜம் தா தி தொம் கிருதகதரிகம்
புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விருந்தே நீரு கை வேலா தமிழோல அன்னம் உறக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே நான் என்னை ஏற்று அபயம் தருவாயே அன்னம் உறக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே நான் என்னை ஏற்று அபயம் தருவாயே அன்னம் உறக்கமும் விழுந்தே அபயம் தருவாயே ஊரக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே என்னேற்று அபயம் தருவாயே ஊரக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே அபயம் தருவாயே அன்னம் ஊரக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே என்னேற்று அபயம் தருவாயே அன்னம் ஊரக்கமும் விழுந்தேனே என்னேற்று அபயம் தருவாயே மகரி சரி மப மப மகரி மப சாரி ரபனி நிமாவனி சரி சரி மகரி சரி மப மப மகரி மப சாரி ரபனி நிமாவனி சரி சரி மாதனி சரி சாரி ரப அபசனி நிரப மகரி பாமகரி மரி சரி மகரி சரி மப மப மகரி மப சாரி ரபனி நிமாவனி சரி சரி மாதனி சரி சாரி ரப அபசனி நிரப மகரி பாமகரி மரி சன்னலொளியலென் அழகுமுள்ள புண்ணிய ரூபனே உன்னை நாடினே இன்னலொளியலென் அழகுமுள்ள புண்ணிய ரூபனே உன்னை நாடினே பழனிசையும் ஊதி வெள்ளைய திருடிய பல்நகசயனன் கண்ணன் வருகனே இன்னலொளியலென் அழகுமுள்ள புண்ணிய ரூபனே உன்னை நாடினே பழனிசையும் ஊதி வெள்ளைய திருடிய பல்நகசயனன் கண்ணன் மருகனே அழகி மயங்கி வந்தே நீரு கை வேலா தமிழோலா புன்னகை அழகி மயங்கி வந்தே நீரு ஷண்முகனின் நிகரவரையா ஷண்முகனின் நிகரவரையா ஷண்முகனின் நிகரவரையா ஷண்முகனின் நிகரவரையா ஷண்முகனின் நிகரவரையா
தல்லம் குத்தக்க ததிக்கின தோம் தாக்கத்த ஜம் தரிதா ஜம் தரி ஜகு தரிதே தன தன குக்கும் தரிதா தக்கும் தரி குக்கும் தரிதே தாத்தக ஜம் தித்தக ஜம் தரி தன ஜனோ திமி கிருதகிட ஜம் தக் கிருதகிட ஜம் தக்கதா கிருதகிட ஜம் ஜம் தரி ஜகு தரிதே தன தன குக்கும் தரிதா தக்கும் தரி குக்கும் தரிதே தாத்தக ஜம் தித்தக ஜம் தரி தன ஜனோ திமி கிருதகிட ஜம் தக் கிருதகிட ஜம் தக்கதா கிருதகிட ஜம் தாக்கத்த ஜம் தரிதா ஜம் தரி ஜகு தரிதே தன தன குக்கும் தரிதா தக்கும் தரி
pani sa re ni da pa ma re pa ma pa ni ni ga re va re ya chan ni ga va re ya chan paramukham sagadaya ulagil paramukham sagadaya ulagil paramukham sagadaya ulagil paramukham sagadaya ulagil நிகழ்வரையா சண்முகனின் நிகழ்வரையா மபனித பாமக பமரே சனி சரிமா சரிமா ப சரிமா பமபனித பாமக பமரே சனி சரிமா சரிமா ப சரிமா பனின் நிகழ்வரையா சண்முகனின் நிகழ்வரையா சங்கரனும் சூலினியும் மகிழ்சீலனே தயாளனே எனையாள சங்கரனும் சூலினியும் மகிழ்சீலனே தயாளனே எனையாள சங்கரனும் சூலினியும் மகிழ்சீலனே தயாளனே எனையாளனில் நிகழ்வரையா சண்முகனின் நிகழ்வரையா நிகழ்வரையா சண்முகனின் நிகழ்வரையா சண்முக மன்னவரும் ரவி சசியும் பூகளும் நின்னுன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விழுந்தேன் நீரு கை தமிழோல புன்னகை அழகில் மயங்கி விழுந்தேன் தமிழோல
Kirtanam comes from the Sanskrit word kirtan, which means praise. It largely focuses on the devotional aspect. The artist will now be presenting her first Kirtanam, Sharade Karunanidhe, a beautiful composition on Devi Shardambal by Jagadguru Shri Shri Chandrasekhara Bharati Mahaswamiji of Sringeri. The artist praises goddess Sharada and talks about her beautiful form. Ambal, decked with the glittering gold ornaments and a crown studded with the precious stones, relieves us from the bonds of karma and makes the heart blemishless. Swamiji says that Ambal is adorned with a book, garland, rudraksha, and a pot of nectar. Swamiji quotes that no one on this earth is capable of describing Ambal. Sharade Karunanidhe is set to Ragam Hamirkalyani and Misrachappu.
जय जय चिन्मुद्रकरे जय जय शृङ्गाद्रि विहरण व्यग्रे जय जय पद्मजजा जय जय जगदम्ब शारदे सदये शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना चारणादिमगीत वैभव भूरि रागिरदीक्त दे शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना चारणादिमगीत वैभव भूरि रागिरदीक्त दे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना चारणादिमगीत वैभव भूरि रागिरदीक्त दे शारदे करुणानिधे भूषण भूषिते वररत्न मौलि विराजिते भूषण भूषिते वररत्न मौलि विराजिते सर्वदायिनि कर्म मोजनि निर्मलं कुरु मानसम् सर्वदायिनि कर्म मोजनि निर्मलं कुरु मानसम् धर्मभूषण भूषिते वररत्न मौलि विराजिते सर्वदायिनि कर्म मोजनि निर्मलं कुरु मानसम् शारदे करुणानिधे हस्तसंहृत पुस्तकाक्षपटी सुधागद मुद्रिके हस्तसंहृत पुस्तकाक्षपटी सुधागद मुद्रिके कस्तवस्तिः वर्णने चतुरो नरगजरोतवान् कस्तवस्तिः वर्णने चतुरो नरगजरोतवान् हस्तचन्द्रित पुस्तकाक्षपटी सुधागर मुद्रिके कस्तवस्तिः वर्णने चतुरो नरगजरोतवान् वैभव पूरिदागिल दीप्तदे शारदे करुणानिधे सकलानवाम्ब सदा जना चारणादिमगीद वैभव पूरिदागिल दीप्तदे शारदे करुणानिधे शारदे करुणानिधे शारदे करुणानिधे शारदे
We are fortunate to have amongst us the renowned identity from the field of performing arts, Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan, as our chief guest. This brief felicitation ceremony will not suffice to enumerate all of Dr. Jayashree's achievements and awards, and hence I'll give a very brief review. Dr. Jayashree hails from an illustrious family of artists who have been preserving the traditional arts for the past 4 generations. She is the foremost disciple of the internationally renowned Indian dancer Dr. Padma Subramanian. Dr. Jayashree was initiated into the art of dance at the tender age of 4 by her mother, Srimati Leela Gopalan. Soon after, she came under the training of Guru Sri T.S. Janaki Raman and had her Arangetram at the age of 8 at Rourkela. The turning point in her career was when she came under the tutelage of Guru Dr. Padma Subramanian when she was 16, at a time when her Guru had just begun her research in the Natya Shastra. She was lucky to be among the few who were the first recipients of her study of the Nritta Karanas. This led to her second Arangetram in the Bharatanatyam style in Chennai in the presence of Guru Vayavur Ramayya Pillai. She has completed the Nritya Visharad and Nritya Shaili, specializing in the study of the 108 Karanas of Natya Shastra. She has had specialized training in the Nattuvangam and makeup technique. She had training in the Indian classical music as well. She has performed at the International Festival at Athens, Festival de la Mer at Mauritius, at Italy and at Singapore. She had the unique privilege of representing India in France in the International Summer Festival. She has conducted several workshops and lecture demonstrations in Italy in 2009, which was highly appreciated. Her PhD research is on Aharya Abhinaya from the University of Mumbai. With a sincere ardor to impart this art form to the aspiring and talented youngsters, she had established the dance institution Rityodaya, the Academy of Performing Arts, Mumbai, training students in the theory and practice of the art for several years. She is an impaneled artist of ICCR. An A-graded artist of Doordarshan, she has participated in all the episodes of her Guru's TV serial Bharatiya Natya Shastra, commissioned by Doordarshan, New Delhi. She has many awards and titles to her credit, like Bharatanatyam Chudamani, Shivali Nritya Shiromani, Guru Sevamani, to name a few. Nrityodaya, the Academy of Performing Arts, Mumbai, is a leading dance institution founded in 1976 by Srimati Jayashree Rajagopalan. I request Mrs. and Mr. Sridhar to kindly felicitate our chief guest, Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Sukhanya's Guru, Srimati RLV Ambili Prasannakumar. Srimati Ambili Prasannakumar is an accomplished Bharatanatyam exponent who holds a postgraduate diploma in the ancient classical dance form of Bharatanatyam and is also well trained in Mohiniyattam. She had the privilege to be trained under the tutelage of renowned Guru Srimati Kalamandalam Kalyanikutti Amma and Srimati Kalakshetram Vilasini. Under her leadership and initiative, she has established an academy named Nruthanjali with branches spread all over the satellite city of Navi Mumbai. For many years, she was associated with the Indian Dance Academy founded by Sri Iyakira Ambujakshan. She has several accomplishments to her credit, both within the Indian Dance Academy and also with Nruthanjali. There cannot be divided opinion on the dedication, skills, and professional acumen of Srimati Ambili with her vibrant and versatile role as a dancer, teacher, demonstrator, and choreographer par excellence. I request Sukhanya's parents to felicitate Guru Srimati RLV Ambili Prasannakumar. In any dance recital, the life and soul is infused into it by the musicians, and I would like to take this opportunity to introduce and acknowledge their support. The role of a Nattuvanar is the most challenging one. The Nattuvanar is the Sutradhar of the recital, whose responsibility is to maintain a constant conversation with the singer, dancer, and the mridangist. Today, for this performance, Nattuvangam is being done by Srimati Lakshmi Nair. I request Sukhanya to kindly felicitate our Nattuvanar for today, Srimati Lakshmi Nair. All the songs rendered this afternoon is the soulful voice of our vocalist for today, Dr. Omanakuttan Nair. He has been trained under eminent gurus like Guru Sri Udyogamandal Vijay Kumar, Paravur Sri Venugopal, Sri T.N. Ashok and Srimati Tara Ramesh. He is a diploma holder in Carnatic music and is presently pursuing MA. There is a saying in Sanskrit, Shruti Mata Laya Pita. Music and rhythm are integral elements of dance. Today's performance was supported by Sri M.R. Saktidharan on the Mridangam. He had the initial training in Mridangam from late Sri M. N. Jagdish. Later, he underwent advanced training under Sri Krishna Kamath. He had his Ganabhushanam in Mridangam from RLV College, Tripurnatura in the year 1990. Now, he is a disciple of Sri Trichi B. Harikumar. Creating magical sound, holding the instrument in the jaws with the help of the hands and strings, commonly known as the Moorsing, was Sri K. N. Gopalan. He is one of the most senior artists in Mumbai who specializes in playing this difficult instrument. He has self-learned the various techniques and styles of playing this instrument. He carries an experience of around 3 decades in playing for various occasions like Bharatanatyams, Jugalbandis and Bhajans. The enchanting notes of the flute, which have been enthralling all of you, have come with the able expertise of Sri Raghavendra Baliga. He is a disciple of his mother, Srimati Sushila Paliga, Pandit Shantaram Shastri, Pandit Hariprasad Chaurasia, and Pandit Malhar Kulkarni. He has performed both solo and fusion and accompanied in dance concerts in India and abroad. No concert or performance is complete without the violin. This instrument has been played by the expert hands of Sri Parameshwaran. He had his initial training under Guru Sri K.M. Joseph and continued his journey under the tutelage of Guru Sri C. Rajendran. He has participated in many cultural festivals like Konark Festival, Khajuraho Festival, etc. In all this, we must not forget to thank the person who is capturing all the candid moments and wonderful memories of this milestone journey, and also help us watch the performance live from the comforts of our home in this pandemic period. I request Mr. Sridhar to felicitate our photographer and videographer for today, Sri Ranjit from Kamal Studio.
We must definitely not forget our comparer for the recital, Miss Ayushi Kaushik, who is also a Bharatanatyam artist. She started learning Bharatanatyam at the tender age of 5 under the tutelage of Guru Dr. Mrs. Vasundhara Sridharan, Pune. She holds a Vishardan in Bharatanatyam from the Akhila Bharatiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya. Presently, she is a Bharatanatyam dance teacher at the International Dance School, Stellar School of Arts. Academically, she is a final year law student at the Pune University. I request Srimati Janaki Krishnakumar to felicitate Ms. Ayushi Kaushik.
I request our chief guest, Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan, to kindly speak a few words.
Om Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Namaskaram. I must first give my thanks to the parents of Sukhanya, Lakshmi, and Sridhar Subramaniam, who have invited me to be the chief guest, though I know the family so well, it was almost like our family function. I was surprised to see such a high standard of dance at an Arangetram. So, first and foremost, thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. Sridhar. It's so formal to say this, but anyway, I really thank you for that. And as has already been told by our wonderful compere, she made all the items so lucid for us to understand. Her grandparents, Sukhanya's grandparents, need another round of big applause. I know it was her paternal grandfather who had, in fact, almost initiated her into dance, I must say, because it was he who was instrumental in her first few steps under a guru. So it's so beautiful to see all the three generations here, the parents, the grandparents, and the performer. Of course, all this is the effort of the guru. There is nothing that there's no way we can repay our guru except the performance. And I must say, Guru Ambili Prasannakumar has done an excellent work. I know her for many years, but I have not seen her students perform here because I've seen her groups perform in Chedanagar temple during the Nruthanjali. And what was so good about this program was every item was new. There was no oft-beaten item, and everything had a newness not only in the music but in the choreography. I must congratulate you, ma'am. It was really... Yes, I am coming to. Don't worry. The mothers are always thinking of the daughters. But for us, it is the guru. Lakshmi came after you. And we know that we have given a lot to our daughters. I also have two of them who are performers. But at the same time, it is you who has given everything to Lakshmi to become a guru. So the first credit goes to you. It is your choice of item. It is your choreography. I know Lakshmi has supported you in your choreography, but every choreography was different because I've been in the field by the grace of God and by my guru's blessings. My guru, Dr. Padma Subramaniam, has exposed us to so many varieties of dance style, not only in Bharatanatyam. In fact, 2 years, I think about 3 or 4 years back, we had a seminar on 100 years of Bharatanatyam. And of course, I was one of the speakers who had to talk about the research that went into in this 100 years. But the variety of Bharatanatyam that was presented was amazing. That shows how the art has been evolving through the centuries, not only centuries, year after year. And, you should all feel extremely proud that it is only our art that has been a living tradition through all these thousands of years. If we can trace back to 2000, 3000, there is no count. Because Bharata's Natya Shastra was written in Treta Yuga, even before Valmiki Ramayana came into existence. Valmiki was one of the students mentioned as Bharata's disciple. So, there is no way we can trace our antiquity, but we are very proud that we have such a rich heritage, such an unfathomable antiquity, and that is being carried forward generation after generation. So, Guru Ambili Prasannakumar becomes one of them who's taking it forward. And Lakshmi as her pillar of support. All that her mother has given her, and her mother has given her opportunities to learn from other gurus also. That has enhanced her way of thinking. And so naturally, your choreography is always together, which we keep doing. I select some lyrics. It's my daughter who composes music for it, and then we are choreographing. We're all together, but the best part of it is there is a continuity. There is that is a great blessing that we all have as gurus. So I think that is because of all the elders, the first thing that any child has to learn is to respect the grandparents. Because the generation that is before their parents is very important for them. And those children who grow with their grandparents definitely have a different way of behavior. And I could see that in Sukhanya. Before I go to Sukhanya, I must tell gurus, it's very difficult to balance two different styles of dance. I have learnt Odissi because we lived in Odisha. I learnt Mohiniyattam and some parts of Kathakali also. There's 3 Vesham of Kathakali because my grandfather was in Alarippu, and so my moorings are very strong in Alarippu. And my sister is a Kathak dancer. So, there was such a lot of all this going on. But finally, when I came under my guru, Padma Subramaniam, I realized that the source is in the Natya Shastra. So all the others, I just left it because everything I could feel integrated in the style that we do, which is called Bharatanatyam. But Ambili has been managing to balance both. Training students in, Kalakshetra style is very, very tough. And she has managed to keep those straight lines of Kalakshetra, but the style was not Kalakshetra. It had another aspect, and that I think is her own. It is Ambili's contribution to the art. And the abhinaya that came through in Sukanya's performance definitely showed the influence of her learning of Mohiniyattam. And Kalyani Kutti Amma, my God, what a name to reckon with, really. Such a doyen in her field. So those who have learned under her are full of grace. And we could see that she kind of integrated that into Bharatanatyam, but at the same time did not mix the styles. So for that, let us give her a very big hand. Today's was really so nice after so many months of staying in in the lockdown condition and just viewing everything only on the screen. It was such a pleasure to see a live performance by Sukanya. I must congratulate that the heroine of today is Sukanya, and she did a wonderful job. She did not belie the trust that was imposed on her, reposed on her by her grandparents. As they came and met me and said, even as a child, she used to dance for the music from the television, and then she went. They've taken so much trouble to see that she did not miss a single class. So I think she fully justified the confidence and the trust that they reposed on her. Both grandparents and, of course, the parents are very thrilled to see their young daughter who is just in the school, going around in the school uniform, and suddenly she looks like a goddess on the stage. What was best part of Sukanya was that right from the beginning till the end, I stayed on till Varnam. We can see the artists in Arangetram stage. They show their tiredness. Here there was no such thing. She looked like a finished artist. So this is something credit to Sukanya and to her guru. So I want to give her a big hand. Of course, the introduction of the orchestra has already been done, but I must say that was the life behind today's performance. The entire orchestral team, I must congratulate, and you kept the full program so live, something that we are all actually yearning for. Thank you so much. I think I've covered everybody, not left anyone. Our Ayushi, of course, did a great job, I told right in the beginning. And of course, Rajendran is known to us, I don't know for how many decades he has done lighting for us, and he was always at his best. Thank you so much again, Mr. and Mrs. Sridhar. It's very difficult for me to Lakshmi, isn't it? We know her differently. So Lakshmi and Sridhar Subramaniam, formally I will thank you now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your generous praise and words of encouragement. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce today's artist, Sukanya. Ladies and gentlemen, born in 2007, Sukanya started learning Bharatanatyam under the tutelage of Guru Srimati Ambili Prasannakumar at the tender age of 5. What you are seeing today is a culmination of several years of efforts by the Guru and the artist. Sukanya receives great praise for 2 reasons. For the last 2 years, Sukanya has been having intense practice sessions. She had to forego several picnics, birthday parties, family get-togethers, and everything else which children of her age take for granted. Her willingness to make this sacrifice, the maturity and focus is truly commendable. Also, I see her as the cultural ambassador of India's heritage. At a time like this, when more and more youngsters are getting fascinated by the fleeting charms of modern culture, Sukanya has chosen to study and train herself in Indian art. Apart from dance, she is also keen in arts and craft. She is a good orator. I request our chief guest, Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan, and Guru Srimati Ambili Prasannakumar to felicitate Sukhanya with a certificate and memento. I guess Sukanya wants to address the gathering.
I would like to thank my Guru Srimati RLV Ambili Prasannakumar and Srimati Lakshmi Nair, who have been a constant support for me. I would also like to thank our chief guest Dr. Jayashree Rajagopalan and the audience for taking their time and attending the recital. Dance has played an important role in my life. Dance has given me many things: physical and mental stamina, an understanding of rhythm, an ability to convey my emotions, a sharp memory, forces me to be disciplined, and above all, a sense of satisfaction when I am able to go ahead from where I began. Today, on the successful completion of this memorable milestone in my journey, I am extremely grateful to God for bestowing this passion in me and my Guru for nurturing me, constantly guiding and giving me opportunities, my family for tirelessly supporting me and encouraging me. I will work hard to strive for excellence and perfect in this art form. Thank you.
Here we come an end to the felicitation ceremony and we will resume with the recital. The next Kirtanam is a choreography set to Kuzhaloothi Manamellam, a beautiful composition by Oothakadu Sri Venkata Subbayar. Here the dancer is elated by the music of Krishna, which makes the whole environment a bliss. The visuals with the birds singing, the moonlight shining, the breeze blowing, and the herd of calves and cows, all gathering together in rapt attention, is described in detail. Kuzhaloothi Manam Illam is set to the majestic ragam Kambhoji and Aadi Talam.
மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்ட குறகேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்ட குறகேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவே குறகேதும் எனக்கேதடி குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவின் உலகேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவின் உலகேதும் எனக்கேதடி அழகான மயிலாடவும் அழகான மயிலாடவும் அழகான மயிலாடவும் அழகான மயிலாடவும் அழகான மயிலாடவும் மிக அழகான மயிலாடவும் மிக மிக அழகான மயிலாடவும் காற்றில் அசைந்தாடும் கொடி போலவும் அழகான மயிலாடவும் காற்றில் அசைந்தாடும் கொடி போலவும் அகமகழ்திகளும் நில ஒளிதனிலே தன்னை மறந்து கொள்ளினம் கூட அகமகழ்திகளும் நில ஒளிதனிலே தன்னை மறந்து கொள்ளினம் கூட அசைந்தாடி மிக இசைந்தோடி வரும் அசைந்தாடி மிக இசைந்தோடி வரும் நலம் காண ஒரு மனம் நாட தகுமிதி என ஒரு பதம் பாட பக்கிட்ட ததிமி என நடமாட தகுமிகு என ஒரு பதம் பாட பக்கிட்ட ததிமி என நடமாட கன்று பசுவினோடு நீண்டு புடையூட என்று மலர் முகம் இவன் கனகூட கன்று பசுவினோடு நீண்டு புடையூட என்று மலர் முகம் இவன் கனிகூட குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவில்லை குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவில்லை குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்டவில்லை குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி மகர குண்டலமாடவும் மகர குண்டலமாடவும் மகர குண்டலமாடவும் அதுக்கேற்ப மகுடம் ஒளி வீசவும் மகர குண்டலமாடவும் அதுக்கேற்ப மகுடம் ஒளி வீசவும் மிகவும் எழிலாகவும் காற்றில் நினிரும் தூகிலாடவும் மிகவும் எழிலாகவும் காற்றில் நினிரும் தூகிலாடவும் அகமகழ்திகளும் நில ஒளி தன்னிலே தன்னை மறந்து கொள்ளினம் கூட அகமகழ்திகளும் நில ஒளி தன்னிலே தன்னை மறந்து கொள்ளினம் கூட அசைந்தாடி மிக இசைந்தோடி வரும் அசைந்தாடி மிக இசைந்தோடி வரும் நலம் காணும் ஒரு மனம் நாட தகுமிகு என ஒரு பதம் பாட பக்கிட்ட ததிமி என நடமாட தகுமிகு என ஒரு பதம் பாட பக்கிட்ட ததிமி என நடமாட கோட கன்று பசுவினோடு நின்று புடைசூழ நின்று மலரும் முகம் இவன் கனி கூட குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்ட விந்தன் குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்ட விந்தன் குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி சகியே குழலூதி மனமெல்லாம் கொள்ளை கொண்ட விந்தன் குறையேதும் எனக்கேதடி.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the concluding item of today's recital, the Thillana. Thillana is a joyous, brisk and rhythmic composition. It has quick jatis in a complicated notion that demonstrates the agility and grace of a dancer in a Nritya composition. The dancer invokes Lord Krishna, the beloved of Radha, who resides in the banks of river Yamuna. Thillana is set to Ragam Brindavana Sarang and Aadi. It will be followed by Mangalam, wherein the dancer seeks the blessings of the god, the guru, the orchestra and the audience. Thillana followed by Mangalam.
Tadim tadim dim dim tatirana tirana tatirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tatirana tirana tatirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tatirana Tiranat 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 tadim tadim tirana tiranat tirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tiranat tirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 ta tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana tadirana tirana tadim tadim dim dim tadirana tirana 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 tadim tadim dim dim tirana 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 tadim यमुना तीर विहार यमुना तीर विहार गोपिका समेत वृंदावन संसार राधारमण करुणागर पागी पागी मां मुरघर माधव यमुना तीर विहार गोपिका समेत वृंदावन संसार राधारमण करुणागर पागी पागी मां मुरघर माधव दादरी गिडदोम दिन तरी गिडदोम पनी पनी सा तदी निज तागदी नि दादरी गिडदोम दिन तरी गिडदोम पनी सा तदी निज तागदी ధిమి రగ ధిమి రగ సాని పమ పని పని సరి సారి దని సరి దది మి దగి దగ దగ ధిమి దగ తును దగ సరి గిడ దగ తత్తి తళాంగుజం తగదిమి దది గిడదోం తిత్తళాంగుదోం తగదిమి దది గిడదోం తళాంగుదోం తగదిమి దది గిడదోం తది తదీం దీం దీం తదిరనా తిరనాథ తిరనా తిరనాథ తదీం తదీం దీం దీం తతిరనా దీం తతిరనా దీం తతిరనా పవమాన సుతుడు పట్టు పాదార విందములగు మీనామ రూపములగు నిత్య జయ మంగళం రాజీవ నయన త్యాగరాజాతి వినుతమైన వీణామ రూపములగు నిత్య జయ మంగళం సర్వేషం స్వస్తిర్భవంతు సర్వేషం శాంతిర్భవతు సర్వేషం పూర్ణం భవతు సర్వేషం మంగళం భవతు